So the funniest thing I heard today was my 8-year-old daughter in the doctor's office. We're sitting in there and my wife's filling out the paperwork, and she's filling it out for me because I can't do it myself. She hands me the paperwork to sign. I said, you know, can you sign it? Do I have to sign it? I don't know. I tried anyway. She put the pen in my hand. Now I got an 8-year-old daughter I've told you about, and she's sitting here staring. I mean, just staring at it. And she's a very quiet girl, but very inquisitive, and she's always looking. She's always watching everybody and taking it all in, and the wheels are constantly turning, but she's not saying nothing. But you know she's thinking about what's going on, and she's watching me sign that paper. And I get all propped up, and I'm all right, how are we going to do this? And and it looks ugly, and my name's all over that thing, and it just looked like a mess on that paper. Oh, it just looked like a mess on that paper. And she looks over at me and she says, "Dad, why did you slobber your name?" Well, it's really early in the morning and we're on our way to the doctor's office, and somebody said in a comment on the last video I posted, "You're becoming a daily vlogger, Mike." That's not what this channel's about, but it seems like in recent time here I am becoming a daily vlogger, but I'm just keeping you guys updated on what's going on. So I'm really nervous about this. I don't do well with this medical stuff when I'm on this end of it, I'll tell you that right now. But I'm nervous in the anticipation of the pain, or what they're going to do to me, or what's going to happen. Who knows? Anyway, got my family with me. There's E. There's Allie. I got you guys backwards in the camera. There's E. She's rocking out. Mom, driving us in. So I've really got nothing enlightening for you guys right now. I'm just kind of nervous, just anticipating this. I'm not going to film this whole process. We're just going to get in there, get this done, and get out, and then I'll let you know what's happening. So I don't know when this will get to you guys, but as soon as I can, I'll get it to you. And just once again, thanks for all the support. Thanks for all the prayers. We'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, guys, we're at the orthopedic center here, and I just had to take a quick shot of these hydrangeas. Aren't those beautiful? They're lining this whole area. All right, I'm completely embarrassing my wife, so I got to get back in the car now. But aren't those absolutely gorgeous? So we're going to have to go back there when all this is over and get some cuttings of them hydrangea, aren't we, guys? I think so. All right, so we just got out of that appointment. We're driving down the road, stop at a Starbucks, and I'm really driving my wife nuts now, aren't I, honey?
Uh-huh.
But there's an elderberry, and we've got them growing all over our property. You guys see that? That's the that plant growing right up there. It's an elderberry. It's a dark colored one. We have light colored elderberries. Uh-oh, now we're moving. We're moving. It's a beautiful tree, though. I got to get one of them someday. Kid wants to be in the video. All right, guys, so here's the deal. We just got out of the doctor's office, and I met with the physician assistant for the surgeon, and he did a whole bunch of assessments of the finger. I severed the tendon. I severed a nerve as well. I have no feeling on the inside of the pinky. Doesn't this sound ridiculous? I severed the tendon. I can't bend my pinky at all. He did a few little tests. Anyway, I'm having surgery tomorrow, hopefully. They're scheduling me for Friday. They said you have to get it done within 7 to 10 days so that, you know, everything's still viable and they can work with the tendon. But they're scheduling me Friday, but Wednesday they're kind of tentatively scheduling me. There's another kid that they're trying to determine if he needs surgery or not tomorrow, and if he doesn't need surgery, then I'm gonna go in. Anyway, this is all gonna be under a block, so I don't have to have general anesthesia. Yeah! And I didn't want general anesthesia. So I'm gonna be awake for this. They're just gonna block the arm and do the surgery. He said they're gonna have to cut the finger open pretty good so they can get in there, explore the wound, find the tendon, pull it back up, sew it all back together. I know this is kind of gory. But they're gonna have to go through all that, and then they've got to fix the nerve, and I guess there's a sheath that they have to put over the nerve so that when it's healing it doesn't create scar tissue, because it can be really painful if you don't put that sheath over it. I don't know, he went into a lot of detail on all this. But bottom line is surgery hopefully tomorrow. I hope we can do this tomorrow so we can move on with life. And it was exactly what I expected. He said I'm gonna be out of work for like 6 to 9 weeks, depending on how well things heal. I'm gonna be visiting with an occupational therapist within 5 days, and they're gonna start working with the finger and yada, yada, yada. But I'm gonna be kind of out of commission for a few days here. But anyway, things are happening. It's moving forward. Let's make it happen, guys. So I'm back home. The saga continues, and I guess we're just going to keep this thing going for now, right? I mean, I'm out of work. What else do I have to do? So you saw the trip into the doctor's office, the results of the doctor, and we got to have surgery. It's worse than I thought it was. They did some, like I said, a lot of testing on it. I severed that tendon straight across somewhere in there. There's absolutely nothing. I've got no feeling on the inside of this thing right here. And he said it has to be repaired. And like I told you earlier on the drive, this finger, he said I'm going to regain about 60% of it probably. And then I'll probably have to use this finger here to pull it in when I'm curling in with my hand from now on. But, you know, we can learn, right? That's what you guys are telling me. So at this point I'm a little bit nervous, and there's a side of me that you guys haven't seen before because I haven't shown it on video. I mean, you know, I'm making YouTube videos about plants and we don't really get too much into our personal lives here. But since we're deep into my personal life right now, I guess I might as well just keep giving you more. You know, you guys are a bigger family than I realized, and I feel like you want to hear more. So maybe you got glimpses of it through some of my videos, but I tend to be pretty high-strung personality-wise, and I can be a bit of an anxious guy. I keep it under control for the most part, but I'm a little nervous about this now. So I've got a surgery. Well, actually, I still don't have a date. It's going to be either tomorrow, Wednesday, or this Friday. It just depends on that kid. There's a kid, and he's got to have an appointment later today, and they're going to decide if the kid needs surgery or not. I asked the nurse there if I could pay the kid off, but they said that that's not a possibility. I mean, everybody needs money, right? And so I just got to wait it out. She's going to call me later today and let me know if the kid doesn't need surgery. And if he doesn't, then I get to have surgery tomorrow. I hope it happens tomorrow because I just want to get this done. I want to get it over with. I want to get on the healing track because I've already burned up a whole week of sick time and nothing's happening. It's just healing. It's healing beautifully. And you guys saw that video yesterday and you saw that, yeah, it doesn't look so bad, but it's not what's on the outside that counts, right? It's what's on the inside. And on the inside, everything's jacked up, man. So we got to go get this fixed. I hope it happens tomorrow. I want to get on track and get this thing recovered up as fast as possible. At least we've got a plan. I like that. In the meantime, I'll just continue being a little bit nervous here and there and just try and keep my mind off of it. I am happy though, like I said in the car, I'm happy that they're just going to block the thing from here down. They said they're going to sedate me a little bit, so I'm kind of out of it. I'm kind of in twilight. I don't know if I want that. The nurse said that they do work with patients sometimes on that, depending on kind of your wishes and what you want and what you feel comfortable with. So I'm going to talk to the anesthesiologist beforehand and the surgeon, and you know, I'm going to ask their recommendation. But in the end, I don't like medications. I don't like the feeling of being out of control. I don't like the feeling of being half in, half out. I actually had an EGD probably like 12 years ago. They went down, looked in my stomach. I had some heartburn issues, whatever. Anyway, when they did that procedure, when they do those, they give you fentanyl and Versed, and it kind of makes you, you know, kind of knocks you out a little bit. It's called conscious sedation, but for that procedure, you're really not awake. You don't remember anything that happens. They just kind of put you to sleep, but it's not general anesthesia where they're breathing for you. But when they did that on me, that EGD, they told me afterwards they had to give me a ton of Versed because I actually woke up and I tried to grab the tube out of my throat in the middle of the procedure. I don't remember any of that. It was all just automatic. I was doing it. I'm nervous about them knocking me out and doing all this tedious work on my finger and me like being half out of it and not aware in my brain to say, Mike, chill out and just relax and let them do the surgery. Because if I'm conscious and I'm aware, I'm cool, man. I can just lay there and be like, as long as I don't feel it good, go ahead and do your thing. Put on the A-Team or something. I'll just watch TV and chill out over here. You do your thing over there and we're good. But if I'm out of it, I don't know what I'm doing. Am I going to jump up and try to grab the surgeon? I don't know. I guess I did it when I had the EGD. So I don't know what's going to happen there. I'm going to try and talk to him about maybe just leaving me awake for it, blocking my arm, putting a screen over the thing so I can't see it, flip the boob tube on over there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So before I end this one, I wanted to say once again, because I can't say this enough to you guys. In fact, let me back up a little bit. When I was in my manager's office today, she knows I have this YouTube deal. I don't even think she's watched the video, but I was telling her I posted this video about it because my dad actually told me I should post it. He says, Mike, you should post about your finger. He said, you know, your people that are watching you are going to see it anyway when you're doing your propagation, and they're going to want to know what's going on with you. And, you know, it's like a family on there with you, and they want to hear how things are going too. You know, it's okay to get a little personal, which, you know, I've always kind of shied away from, but so that's what ultimately made me post this original video the other day, like I said, just to kind of give you guys an update on what's going on. And when it blew up out of control, like I told my manager, I said, you know, I worked so hard on all these plant propagation videos and I've got them stretched out over a month or 2 months or 3 months, or one video was over a whole year, and spend it's a lot of tedious work and time putting all these shots together and all that, and I get 1,000 views or 2,000 views, or sometimes one blows up and it gets a bunch of views, but then I post one video about the fact that I'm hurt and the whole internet blows up, and I just thought, what a sick society we live in. I'm just kidding, really, but it's like the news, you know, they don't ever show anything but bad news, and it's because everybody wants to watch it and they can't help it. And I'm the same way, guys, but I just thought that was a little bit funny. But my point is, it really shows me what a big family we have here on this thing, on this crazy YouTube internet thing, and that even though society is one sick place to live, we really are all connected. We really are one big family. And God, the comments, the caring comments I'm getting from you guys, and I want you guys to know that I have been reading every single flipping one of them. And whether I wrote you, or I hearted your comment, or I thumbs up your comment, or I didn't do anything to your comment, it's no reflection on any of your comments. I love everyone. I'm reading every single one of them, and I'm getting a lot of good advice off of them, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time to do that. I just can't answer every one of them like I have in the past, and there's so many of them coming in, there's no way I could physically have the time to answer all of them now, and I feel I'm humbled. I am truly humbled by this, and this is gonna sound so crazy and so ridiculous because it's just a pinky, but this is changing my viewpoint on so many things in life, and it is really making me do what so many of you have said in your comments: slow down. A lot of you are saying this is God's way of saying slow down, or some of you aren't religious and you're just saying this is the universe's way of saying slow down, Mike. And a lot of you, you know, well, none of you really, except for family and friends, know me on the outside of this thing, but my personality, like I said, is a little bit high strung, a little bit high anxiety, a little bit go, 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 constantly in my head, constantly a million projects going on, not just the propagation stuff, but all kinds of stuff. And I feel like for a long time, maybe the last 5 years or so, I've been on this speeding bullet to something not good, to an end bad result. Well, here it is. And I don't mean that, no, I don't even know how to explain it. You guys are wanting this stuff, I think. You're telling me you want this personal stuff, even though it's not plants, so I'm giving it to you. But I feel like I've been on this speeding path to something, because you can't be as intense as I've been for the last 5 years in my head without you can't be as tightly wound as me without finally unwinding and something blowing up. And you guys are right, and you guys are teaching me. I'm learning, and it finally came unwound, and this is the result. I think I don't think that, you know, because of everything in my life I fell and cut myself on glass, and God knows I didn't do it on purpose, but I don't know, like you say, the universe has a way. I don't know, but this whole experience is just, it just went boom, put a fist right on me, and, you know, just held me down with a thumb and said, squirm, sucker, you just need to chill out for a few minutes. And I don't know, I guess that's how the universe does it. And here I am. I squirmed at first, and now I'm just, everything's changing in my mind. And I'm still Mike, but I'm just, gosh, I'm doing what you guys are saying. I'm seeing things in a different way. We got home, my kids are making their own lunch. Who knew that an 8 and a 10-year-old could make their own lunch? All you guys did. You just realize, gosh, am I, you know, everything in life, every little thing, have I been doing it wrong? You know, I don't know. Anyway, I'm learning a lot. I'm really learning a lot about myself. And I appreciate all of your caring, and I appreciate all of you guys, you know, watching this and giving me your feedback, and all of your injuries. I'm hearing about so many people's injuries, and I'm going, holy cow, this whole world is messed up, man. There's a lot of people out there who have been hurt. But and the funniest thing is, I think one video before I mentioned that I was a nurse, but after mentioning I was a nurse, so many of you nurses are coming out of the woodwork telling me that you're nurses as well, and you're all so mean. You're all just the meanest people, man. You're like, just get over it, dude. I work in the ER, man. I've seen way worse than that. But I know you're saying it with a caring heart, but you're so mean. You're mean people. And I get it, because I'm mean too. It's easy to be mean on that end of it. But it's funny. I really, it's just so funny that so many of you guys are coming out of the woodwork, and I love it. It's like a big family of nurses right here on YouTube. We can help each other through this. Anyway, I'm rambling now, because that's what I like to do. I like to ramble. So I think that's it for now, guys. This is all going to become very real here after surgery, either tomorrow or Friday. They said I'm going to have a splint. I'm going to be in the Cobra position here. Maybe it's a new karate move. I don't know. But I'm not going to be able to use any of my fingers. Right now I'm at least able to kind of do things with these fingers. They don't want me doing any of that. It's got to be like sucked up and done for a while, because they don't want me taking the chance of moving these fingers and making this one bend and rupturing that new clean sewn up tendon. So anyway, I'm really going to be out of commission here soon, but we're good. We're on the right track. We got a plan, sort of. I'll let you know when the plan evolves a little bit more, and we'll go from here. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys are getting something out of this. I don't know what you'd get out of this, but thanks for hanging with me. See you later. Adios.